I had two grandmas growing up, and they were mean. Like most grandmas, they were sweet most of the time. But when we played cards after Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas or whatever it might be, you realize that down in deep in their soul, they were mean. They wanted to win the game, and they didn't care what it took to get there. They would deceive, they would joust, they would get inside your head and play games. They would toughen you up. But what you realized is that there was no limits to what they would do to win that game. They would get knife in a bar fight type of mean. So for survival, those kids had to figure out what was going on. How were they making their decisions? You discovered things that they were doing consciously, but also more importantly, what they would do unconsciously. What were their patterns? What were their biases? What are their blind spots? The things that they didn't even know they were doing, but we could see from the outside looking in. These were their tells. We do something very similar in the corporate world where there are things that we can study about a competitor's balance sheet or P&L or sales or who they're developing their partnerships with that tell us a lot about how they're behaving and what their strategy is. To go to the next level, however, you want to decode how they make their decisions. What do they do from a conscious perspective in their decision making? That tells us a significant amount. Even more importantly, and the echelon even higher, is to be able to discover what they do with their decision making that they're not even aware of, that are their patterns and blind spots, but tell us what cards are coming next that they don't even know that they'll be playing. This is really powerful. This podcast is about creating ahas, inspiration for your own leadership, how you make decisions, how you think about the problems before you. So in that exercise, think about the person that's sitting on the other side of the table from you right now. Someone that you want to buy, somebody to sell, somebody that could be an important partner to your strategy going forward. Decode what it is that they are doing consciously, but even more importantly, unconsciously. Your accuracy will be off to begin with. There's a lot of presumptions and assumptions that we make. There is guesswork that goes into it, but there are methods to improve that accuracy. And that accuracy, as the stakes get higher and higher, becomes essential to gaining that advantage in the competitive pursuit. The bottom line is this: beat grandma. Decode her decision making. What is it that she's doing that she's not even aware of? That's all for now. I'll talk to you soon.